Hi, I'm Caro, your Kristal AI virtual advisor. Welcome to Kristal Lens for the week of January 19th to January 23rd, 2026, where insight meets simplicity. Markets rode a diplomatic roller coaster this week as President Trump's Greenland ambitions initially rattled investors before tensions eased with canceled tariff threats. The S&P 500 closed slightly lower, but gold stole the spotlight, surging over 8% to nearly 4,983 US dollars per ounce. On the economic front, the Goldilocks scenario continues. Inflation remains tame at 2.8%, GDP held strong at 4.4%, and the IMF raised its global growth forecast to 3.3% for 2026. Meanwhile, tech saw standout performance from memory chips. This week's Spotlight reveals fascinating market dynamics across tech and industrials. SanDisk surged 40% as AI workloads now use NAND flash as slow RAM to reduce latency, with NVIDIA's Bluefield and DeepSeek's Engram architectures driving unexpected demand. Intel climbed 12% after Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent's Davos endorsement, plus Q4 revenues beat by 2%, and data center AI revenue exceeded estimates by 20%. Meanwhile, Netflix made waves with its $82.7 billion US dollar bet on Warner Bros. Discovery, securing a library that creates powerful customer retention. Alibaba navigates China's new e-commerce regulations banning coerced promotions, while its QNAI now executes transactions directly, and Rolls-Royce maintains its competitive moat through contractual exclusivity on Airbus A350 and A320neo engines, with Total Care contracts ensuring massive customer lock-in. Gold has quietly surged to decade highs relative to equities, signaling a defensive shift beneath the market's calm surface. While headline indexes appear resilient, the gold-to-stock ratio reveals investors are actively rotating into safe havens amid geopolitical uncertainty. This divergence suggests cautious positioning despite steady price action. Volume patterns confirm accumulation in precious metals, while traditional risk assets see tepid participation. Looking ahead, watch whether this flight to safety intensifies or if risk appetite returns as diplomatic tensions ease. Here's what to watch next week. On the macro front, the Bank of Japan meets Friday with a 25 basis point rate hike expected, while January's global flash PMIs will provide the first read on 2026 business activity. On the earnings front, SoFi reports Tuesday, followed by Meta, Microsoft, and Tesla on Wednesday. Key catalysts include Microsoft's AI revenue trajectory as cloud expectations remain elevated, and Meta's 2026 CapEx guidance to justify their spending plans. Thank you for listening to this update. Reach out to your Kristal advisor for further information or any queries.